Hello and welcome to Broadcast Club Weekly. I'm Andrea as usual, and this is going to be a very short episode because I have... It hurts to talk. I have some wounds in my mouth, and whenever I open it, it stretches, and that sucks. Thankfully, I haven't watched too much anime this week. So let's kick it off immediately with Can't Call, Kantai Collection. Very solid episode that took a different route than the previous ones, because this episode didn't focus on Fubuki. In fact, Fubuki only gets one line. I think her name is Fubuki. Instead, it focuses on the sixth torpedo squad. I think that was their name. The four girls. I don't know any of their names. But I know that one of them says Horosho, because Russian. But they're wearing school uniforms and they're cute, and it's about a curry making contest. And it was really funny. It was very enjoyable, and it had good jokes from start to finish. And I'm not sure what else to say. It was a breather, basically. It was. It was filler, but it was very nice character-driven filler, and it was funny and it was good, so I enjoyed it. So, yeah, good episode this week. Although I'm still really pissed at the Crunchyroll because their subtitles gender the admiral when the admiral is ungendered in Japanese. They specifically do not show the admiral and do not mention the admiral's gender, specifically because it can be male or female in the game, and it's up to what your profile is. And so they didn't want to do the idol master thing and decide for you, but in the subs, the Crunchyroll has decided, oh, it's a him, of course, which sucks, but whatever. So moving on to Idol Master, actually. Superb episode. This was really good. I want to say best episode this week, but it does, as usual, have very, very tough competition with Shirobako coming up. Basically, this week focuses on New Generations and their first concert, along with Love Laika and their first concert, for the CD debut. It's a mini concert. And it's a Mio-focused episode. And that was needed. That was definitely needed. And what they do with Mio is really give a good insight into hubris and just how much you can set yourself up for disappointment and failure and how it can affect you. I've seen a lot of people call it unrealistic, which I disagree with a lot. Basically what happens is Mio is the leader of New Generations, and she's so excited for the concert. She's confident. She can't wait for it. She's invited all her friends and all that stuff. And basically she's like 300% into it, super duper positive. To the point where when it happens and it goes well, she runs off crying. Because she had set the bar too high, basically. She basically had normalized her first concert, which was a backup dancer for Mika. Like, that was what she envisioned all concerts were like, and things would take off from here. And taking a sudden step down with all the excitement, all the stuff, that basically just breaks her apart, and it ends on this cliffhanger of the producer realizing that he did not prepare the girls properly, and Mio, while Mio, her anger and sadness isn't entirely justified because she set herself up for it, but at the same time she's young, and her introduction to concerts was this mega experience. So I understand it. And that's what I really liked about it, that it wasn't justifiable, it was understandable. Same thing with Miku last episode. And I love that the show can take these characters, these happy, very anime standard-esque characters, and actually give them different dimensions, give them depth and personality, and not wait to do so until the last 2-3 episodes of a series, because we need a climax that's really exciting. I don't know why I pronounced climax weirdly, but I did. No, I really, really loved what they did with Mio here, and it gives me faith that all the characters will get fleshed out in the 2 cores that the series will pan over. Wonderful, just absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait for next week. Although I won't get to see it because, well, I'll get to that later. So yeah, absolutely. The best episode this week. Like there's no competition. Shirobako doesn't take the cake this time. Best episode this week. Next up is Rolling Girls, which I finally caught up on. And thoughts on last week. It was an okay episode. It was not as good as the episode before that, but it was good. I liked it a lot, and I liked the characters introduced. This week, basically, is the ending to that part. So I'm guessing most of the arcs will be 2 episode based, because it has been so far. But it was a fun episode. The episode basically focused on build up to this big race between the 2 gangs that are running this place that's going to merge into one big nation. I think it was... I can't remember what they were called now. But the big race is the big thing that we're building up towards. And the race is exciting, and it's a really fun episode. I do feel it could have focused more on the girls. I mean, I know that the titular Rolling Girls are meant to be helpers and to help other people, but the previous episodes at least made them feel like main characters, whereas this episode, they felt like background characters. And yeah, they kind of are, to an extent, in the story here, but I felt that was a flaw in the writing. So I had some issue with that, but it was still a good episode. I could have done without the pretty bad Okama gags, though, because that's the kind of transphobia I don't really look for in my anime. Especially when, there's manga like Double House that's I think it's over 10 years old, that actually deals with stuff like transgender and transvestite bars in Japan, and does so respectfully and gives you an insight into them rather than just ha ha ha, look at the men in dresses. But at least it was just a short bit of the episode, I guess. But still, it was a fun episode. Great music too, lovely music. And I probably should have known this earlier, but I just found out that all the songs in Rolling Girls are covers of Japanese rock and punk songs from the 80s and 70s. So that's cool. I really like that. I've been hearing some of the original ones now. And last for the week is Shirobako. Great episode, of course. This episode basically starts off, as I said last week that I thought would happen, it starts off this big clash of events that happen that the Studio Titanic thing has caused. Because basically things are going well, and they're making progress, and they're setting up setting up a specific scene. They're contacting an old artist, and it's really fun. It's interesting, and then all hell breaks loose because, well, all the keyframes for episode whatever that Studio Titanic was working on, well, they haven't followed directions at all, and the episode director quits, and it all goes to hell. And then basically, as Miyamori is trying to sort that out, more things just fall apart, and they can't reach people, and she's basically going into total stress, and that's where the episode ends. And once again, pissed because I won't be able to watch next week until very late, because next week I am going to NERCON Winter, the first an anime convention in Sweden of 2015. And that's that. And I'll be leaving on Thursday morning, and I'll be coming home Sunday night. So basically, Shirobako, Idolmaster, Rolling Girls, I won't be able to watch those until Sunday at the earliest. And that's late Sunday, and it's, yeah, I don't know, we'll see when the episode of next week goes up, if there is one. Because I want to talk about NERCON as well, so I should make an episode. Maybe I'll put it up on Monday instead, but I want an episode because I want to talk about NERCON as well in detail. Since, that's still anime related. So that's cool. And if you are Swedish and going to NERCON, you should, on Saturday, I think at 10:30 or 9:30, you should come by the Tales Off panel, which is a cosplay panel where a bunch of people are cosplaying Tales Off characters, including me, and we'll be in character and we'll be doing a fun thing. It was previously at NERCON Summer last year, and that's how I got introduced to it, and now I've become a part of it, so that'll be fun. I think that's it, yeah. This week, like I said, short episode, and I need to go take some more pain medication for my mouth because it hurts so much. And I will hopefully see you Sunday night or Monday with a special episode, a NERCON special episode. So that's fun. That is fun. So yeah,